think our role is to make sure, the main role that I feel in most pharmacists that I know appears is to make sure that a medication is being used for the intended right reason. The biggest thing we've seen over the years, I've been back in this area for the past 12 years working in Danville, is the difficulty on the people that actually need the medication on getting it now. The insurance companies have got to where they don't want to pay for them because they feel like if they pay for them, they're being complicit in some of the abuse problem. On the abuse side, I've seen a steady decline, I think, over the last few years, which partly is due to the doctors finally, I think, waking up and acknowledge that they maybe have been over-prescribing to people. The PMP is a prescription monitoring program. The state of Virginia has that all pharmacies have to report any scheduled medication, which means any type of narcotic medication, so that if a patient tries to have a medication filled at one store and then 3 days later they try to have the same medication filled at another store, you can check that and see that it was filled and that it wouldn't be needed, and kind of take the routes that you need to take to try to curb the abuse. Well, a lot of times if they're a new patient, they'll call and ask sometimes what color medicine the particular tablet is on the phone, or they'll come in and say, I don't have insurance, I just need a cash price. Usually if that's the first thing out of their mouth, it sounds like they've been there and done this before. The early prescriptions you don't see as much because over the years people have learned that it's just more tightly regulated and that a 30-day supply needs to last 30 days. As far as multiple doctors, most doctors now will not tolerate it. If you're at a pain management facility and you're caught going to another doctor, that's usually the first time you're kicked out of their practice. So the doctors have really done a good job of tightening down on their end too, and with the pharmacies really monitoring the day supply, it's really helped to curb the abuse problem. At Commonwealth, we even take back medications. We inform people the police station has a take-back box that's similar to a post office box that you can dispose of any medication at any time, no questions asked. We'll take back, but we usually tell people to be sure that certain meds are not ones that you just want to leave laying around if you're not using them anymore, because if they get in the wrong hands, whether it's a grandchild or a son or daughter, all it takes is 1 or 2 tablets and that can be life-threatening. I had a friend I went to pharmacy school with that worked in Florida, and he was in part of an area where there were a lot of these so-called pill mills, and the pharmacies were filling just unrealistic amounts of medicines. And I was like, what if that was your kid that got a pill at a party and they didn't wake up? And I think if you take that approach in the back of your mind and you do as much your job to the best of your ability, hopefully you'll prevent that from happening to someone's child one day.